We're back on my starting over account today, and today we're going to try to get the 4th landing craft maxed out at my HQ level. It's going to be a hard one to get because I'm starting off the day with pretty much no loot, but I think we can get it. And this is a big one because then I'm halfway done with the landing crafts. And honestly, it's going a lot better than it has been for previous HQs. I don't really see anything here that I would like to boost. My main thing I want to push for is this last tribe, and I have one more level, just have to farm up 900 raw crystals. Low-key might be able to farm that up today because we just got a tribe reset, so everything is pretty cheap. So honestly, I'm so pumped for today. It might be a huge day in terms of upgrades, in terms of trade-ins, and that's kind of why I'm using warriors, because I can clear my map really, really fast with warriors. So I hit HQ 21 probably about a month ago, and so far I've upgraded not that many offensive buildings. I haven't really been able to farm up the amount of loot required for some of those big upgrades. But today it all changes. I'm gonna get 4 landing crafts done for sure get the landing crafts, hopefully get the tribe. Okay, and I'm sorry, my dog, there's a lot of cuts there because my dog is kind of barking. So hopefully he'll calm down a bit. If you guys remember Toast, yes, I still have a dog, which is kind of surprising. He's still alive, knowing me. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. I'm honestly not a bad parent for him. Anyway, okay, I just rolled the dice, got someone with way less loot than the last player. That kind of sucks. I should have took the last player. The last player had a lot of wood, but I don't really feel the need to get wood. However, like, I would like to get less wood and more of everything else than just a million wood I probably would have gotten with my resource reward. But it would have been nice to have that million wood for the tribes, of course. But okay, we'll get a little bit of loot out of this player, but honestly it won't be much. Definitely not worth almost losing the base to. Also, we don't really mention this very often, but make sure you guys are using code COSMIC in the shop before you purchase anything to help support us. It really does help us a lot, and we greatly appreciate it. Okay, let's do some NPCs. We'll just destroy them, kind of clear up the map so I can see the player bases better. Okay, we don't really have that many player bases, which I'm a little bit worried about. We might have like 4 bases left, and we do need to get quite a bit amount of loot. However, this base has a lot of loot, so this will be really nice. I'll probably get around 500,000 of each loot from this player. I think he had around 200,000 of each loot, so with my resource reward I should get 500,000 of each. So that is huge. That is very, very big. Yeah, I put my ego aside. I made a video about this, but I'm just trying to find opponents that I can get a lot of loot from. I don't care if they're easy or strong. If the base is low on loot, I'm just gonna find a new opponent. And if they have a lot of loot, I'm gonna try to take them out, even if they are super, super strong. Alright, level 62 drops, over 500,000 of each. That is perfect. Guys, resource reward really does numbers. Alright, this guy has a lot of loot, and maybe to your surprise, but if this player did not have a lot of loot, just what I was saying, I'm gonna find a new opponent. I don't care that it's an easy base to take out. If the base doesn't have a lot of loot, I'm gonna find a new opponent, and hopefully I'll roll someone better. That actually happened to me, I think, last week when I was playing on my own. I came across a player that had their HQ on the beach, but like 50,000 of each loot. So I found a new opponent, and he also had 50,000 of each loot. So I had to attack someone who was actually pretty hard when I could have just attacked someone easy. But, you know, it's all in the name of the game. You definitely have to take those chances to get people that just give you a lot of loot. Alright, like this guy. This guy has a lot of loot, but lots of mines, good mine placement on the way to the core. I'm really hoping there's no mines hidden behind this sniper tower. Pretty far in the back though, so I do need to be pretty scarce with my smokes, especially when I'm on boosted. I've always had an issue with Gumbo Energy on this account, especially with these bases that have their HQ in the back. But luckily this guy didn't really have a lot of hidden mines on the path up, so we were able to get to the core, and now we can just get a few shocks out, and even a med kit, and even critters. Yeah, that was easy. That was really easy. Level 56 drops. This player also had a lot of loot. You know, I would consider everything over 100,000 a lot of loot. There's a lot of players that have 50,000 because that's pretty much the minimum you can hold, or that's the lowest I've seen in a really, really long time at this level. So when I come across someone that has 90,000 of something, you know, I still think that's pretty low. This guy doesn't have a lot of loot. However, he does have a lot of iron, and I will take that every day. Well, I would prefer not to take it. I'd rather have someone that has a consistent amount of each loot rather than 150,000 iron and what was that, 50,000 wood, which is really, really low. So I couldn't find a new opponent. This guy, I had already found a new opponent, so I couldn't do anything. But you know what? Easy base to take out. Guys, warriors are the way to go. You can cycle through your map so fast. You can clear your map in a matter of 20 minutes if you have instant training. And I'm unboosted. I haven't boosted my offensive statues in so long. I honestly probably could remove some of my offensive statues and drop down resource reward, and I probably should. Okay, that guy's online. I think this might be my last player that's not online. A good amount of loot. We'll attack him. Good mine placement too, so that's gonna be pretty tough. I had to spend a couple barrages taking out mines. I'm all for dropping critters to take out mines, but it does hurt you because the defenses will get triggered and then they will fire at a quicker rate. So if you do that, you just have to drop your shocks a little bit earlier than you normally would if you had dropped critters to clear mines. But yeah, easy base. I honestly wasn't expecting it. I thought there was like 6 ice statues up there, but there's only 3. So I'll take it. I'll take it. Level 62 drops. I think this guy had probably about a medium amount of loot. Yeah, 300,000 of each after my resource reward boost. I'm telling you, resource reward is crazy. All right, that looks like it's it. I can't attack the last player, and we do have enough loot to upgrade our landing craft. Let's get that upgraded. I also have a lot of gold, so we're gonna gym this up so I can start a new upgrade. And a lot of good choices, a lot of good choices. I always like going the most expensive troop that I use on a consistent basis, and that would be, out of these, honestly, the heavy I use on a very consistent basis, but I have 1.5 million more gold than that costs. So I think I might go the barrage instead. You know what? No, let's do the tank, most expensive. We'll get it out of the way. I use tanks once in a while. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Let's just convert. Oh, dang, we can't really convert much. And next video, we'll have to do this. I hope you enjoyed. Drop a like if you did, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye, guys.